What's up, my people? It's like 9 o'clock at night. So if I seem pretty sleepy, I've had a long day. But was sitting there browsing around some of my subscriptions on YouTube and looking at some different stuff people were doing with tanks, and I said, well, screw it, I'll do a quick video while I'm letting my dogs out of the house. This is the sump that I'm going to be using. I don't really know what it is. Let's see. It's an all glass aquarium made by, I guess, Mega Flow sump filtration. Let's see. It's made in Franklin, Wisconsin, and I don't really see a name on it. But it was a wet dry sump. I took, of course, you know, you don't use wet dry sumps on reef tanks. And this is a temporary solution until I cycle my 180 and empty out my 55 and turn my 55 into a sump. But what I'm going to do with this is basically just use it to house my protein skimmer and my heater, and I'll put a little bit of mechanical filtration in there, like the blue spongy stuff. But I got rid of the bio balls that was in it, and then it had another tray that I got rid of. I'm just going to let the water here. Let me set this down and I'll show you and try not to break it. It's hard to do one-handed, but basically water will enter through these and come down here, come back up, overflow right here down into this chamber. This chamber will come under. This will be where my protein skimmer is. I don't know. This chamber will be where my protein skimmer is. I put mechanical filtration right here, the sponges or whatnot, and it'll come under the bubble trap. And I haven't decided what I'm going to put here. Probably my heater or heaters. And then in the last chamber, my return pump. I've tested it. It is used. It came with the 180 gallon that I bought. Bought / got basically for free. I had to give him a little bit of money and then traded some work, which I haven't done yet. I'm waiting on him to call me. And but anyway, that's not the reason I want to do this video. This just happened to be sitting out here, and I said, well, screw it, I'll put that in the video. I came out here mainly to let my dogs out and to get a little bit of vape, but what I really wanted to show you in the video was this. Excuse it, I got so much crap in here. I don't really have a storage shed, but this is my RODI unit. Everybody knows what an RODI unit is, I hope, if you've been in the hobby and you're following this kind of stuff. Red line is the water coming in, black line is the wastewater, and I have it going all the way around, and it looks sloppy right now. I got to clean it up. Going all the way down and through the wall. On the other side of this wall is, let's see, again, I really got to figure this whole cell phone YouTube thing out. But because I'm having to do everything in selfie mode, there's got to be a way I can change it. I'm not on an iPhone, I'm on an Android. So if you know how to change in mid-video from selfie to the other camera, please comment and let me know. Which is sad because I work in IT. You'd think I know this, but I haven't been able to figure it out, and it may be my particular phone I can't do it with. But anyway, red line comes from a splitter off of my washing machine outlet for the water, and black line goes down the drain for the washing machine, because I don't have a sink or anything like that in this room. But for now, I don't have my saltwater mixing station completed. For now, what I have one of my 32 or 30 gallon Rubbermaid Brute trash cans full. You can probably hear it running full, and it's cycling 55 pounds of Fiji rock. It's been cycling for about 2 weeks now. I bought it originally to go in my 55 gallon before I came across this deal with my 180, but I think what I'm going to do now is just keep letting it cycle. I'll do a water change every now and then, checking the parameters on it. I'm going to keep letting it cycle until I get my 180 up, and then I'm going to put it in my 180. I'm going to use this base rock because it's horrible looking. I mean, I I'm so mad at Bulk Reef Supply. I really am. I love the company's great. Don't get me wrong. I want everybody to go to them and buy from them. I mean, hell, my RODI unit came as a Bulk Reef Supply. It's a 75 gallon per day. But when I ordered this dry rock, and this probably is my fault more than anything, but when I ordered the Fiji dry rock, I was looking at the picture, and I was focused on the picture of what they had on their website, and the rock for their picture they have looks amazing. And I'm like, and it's cheaper than their Reef Saver and their Pukani rock. So I was like, well, by the time you buy if you buy the 55 pound package, it's cheaper. If you buy 55 pounds of, let's say you buy 55 pounds of Reef Saver at $2.59 a pound. I can't do that kind of math off the top of my head, but let's just say it's $175, $180. I paid $160 free shipping for the, no. Yeah, I think it was like $160 something free shipping. So I saved a little bit of money, which is the main reason I went with it. But I'm gonna pause this, and then we'll take the lid off of this and let you see what I'm working with. All right, sorry about that. That was gonna be way too hard to do one-handed, but which I'm gonna have to actually do some of this one-handed. Please don't fall. Please don't fall. Thank you. I probably need to run a perimeter test on this. Anyway, I'm off topic. This is what the rock looks like. It's two gigantic pieces, and then one like flat piece that I could probably turn into a shelf if I really tried, but I don't know if you can tell. I mean, this piece is not terrible. I mean, I might be able to set it up in a way that it's got a cave or an underwater swimming area for the fish, but the other one is, it's like a solid chunk of cement. I mean, what the heck am I going to do with that, Bulk Reef Supply, other than doggone hammer and chisel and Dremel or saw or something to cut it up in pieces, but then I lose so many pieces in rubble. I don't know. I'm gonna make it work either way. I mean, I spent $160 something on it. I'm gonna make it work. It's gonna be base rock more than anything. But another piece, if I can get, I'm not gonna be able to get to it. With this 180 gallon that I'm doing, the guy gave me some killer rock for free. Didn't charge me anything for it. I can't remember where he said it came out of. It came out of my home state, but 1,000 something years ago, when this particular part of the land, the country was actually underwater, where I live. It was underwater, under ocean water. I don't know how many years ago. It was just, let's just say thousands and thousands and thousands of years ago, 100,000 years ago, whatever. There was rock, there was reefs, just like you see out in the ocean today. And then plate tectonic stuff happened, land rising. Y'all went to school. Y'all know what happened. And United States was born and moved over here. So here I am in 2017 with rock that is literally, I don't know how many thousands of years old. And it is beautiful. If I didn't know any better, I would have said it was like driftwood covered in cement, but it's not. This stuff weighs a shit ton, and I mean way more than your typical piece of dry rock that you buy, which is why I know it's real. There's no way this is handmade, and it can't. There's no way. Once I get it out and I show it to you in a later video, you'll realize. But I've got 55. Hang on, let me plug this back in and get this running. Sorry about that. I wanted to get my pump running back on that trash can so it wasn't just sitting there. But it is, he gave me, I hadn't weighed it out, but I'm going to say roughly 50 or 60 pounds of rock. So I'm going to use it, the 55 pounds of Fuji or Fiji, whatever it is, rock I got from BRS. And then in my current 55 tank, I've got, I'm going to go with 35, maybe 40 pounds of different types of actual live rock that came out of the ocean and mixed with some dry rock that turned into live rock. So altogether, I'm hoping to have somewhere between 110 and 120 pounds of live rock, or rock that will all eventually be live rock. Only thing I'm worried about, and if you're watching this and you know, what is the best way to do this? I already got the Fiji rock curing. I've already got roughly 35-40 pounds of actual live rock. It's been in my 55-gallon well over a year and got plenty of beneficial bacteria growing on it. And then I've got the rock that the guy sold me the tank came with, which hasn't been in water in probably at least 13 years, because he got it roughly 13 years ago and never used it. It was just sitting in his storage room. But how should I do this? When I set the 180 up, and this is why I wanted to do this video. I wanted to put it out there for people that are following my channel, if they know, can answer. Should I set the 180 up and put the non-seeding, non-55-gallon rock in the tank, aquascape it the way I want, cycle the tank with it, because I think it's enough rock to cycle the tank with, and then add the Fiji rock and the 55-gallon live rock? Should I have a stain on my, wow, should I do it that way, or should I add it all in at once right at the beginning? Put in a comment, send me a message, whatever works best for you. I'm no expert at this hobby. I've been in the hobby 5 or 6 years. As far as saltwater goes, I've been in the hobby 5 or 6 years, and I am by no means an expert, so I'm always learning new things, which is what I love about the hobby. But hit me up, let me know what you think, what I should do. I kind of have an idea of what I want to do, but I want to get other people's opinions. Anyway, like and subscribe, follow my channel, more updates to come. I don't know how often I'll put videos out, but this will be third night in a row I've done a video, and I get a sudden urge after watching a lot of YouTube videos about fish tanks to throw one up myself, even if it's just about complete garbage. But hit me up. Peace.